How you gonna get something?
These people talking about they need to raise the minimum wage up. $15 an hour. I ain't paying nobody $15 an hour. They can't even give me a straw at the drive-through window. You crazy? A living wage? You want a living wage? Open up your own business.
Think big.
Think big. Go to school, learn a trade. If you making $5 an hour somewhere, it's because that's what you worth.
Yeah.
I used to make $5 an hour because I wasn't worth a damn.
You gotta think big, man.
Went to school, went to college, right?
Yo,
got an accounting degree. Right? Got that accounting degree.
Initially, I wanted to be a CPA. Thank God that happened because I was gonna mess somebody's books up.
How much is burger gonna cost us if they raise minimum wage $15?
Hey.
How much is burger gonna cost?
This burger right now, meal, burger gonna cost you $8.
Now I learned that.
You raise that minimum wage up? Oh, you gonna be paying more for them burgers. McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. Oh man, you looking at $25 burgers, man.
Look at what?
$25 burger.
A $25 burger.
You want a drink and fries? Minimum wage $14. Somebody got to pay that extra bill, man.
And on top of that, you asking the company to pay Social Security tax on top of that too. Go crazy as hell.
So it looks like the Hodgetwins have taken the red pill, and it's kind of sad to see. I would prefer that channels like this don't talk about politics, whether or not you're liberal or conservative. It doesn't matter. I would say don't talk about politics because one side of the people is now going to have less of a liking for your channel. I love the Hodgetwins' eating videos and their comedy. They're super funny, and I love watching their eating videos. But now it just doesn't feel the same, if you know what I mean. But, all the stuff that they're talking about here is pretty shitty because people who work 40 hours a week full-time should have a living wage. Whatever the living wage is in that state, it's not 15 in every state, but whatever the living wage is in that state, that is what it should be, period. And, you're not paying them for $15 an hour. That's what the owners are doing, so I don't know what you mean there. But also, whatever it is, like 50 cents or $1 more that you have to pay for those increases, I'm okay with that. I am completely okay with that. In fact, I feel morally obligated to do so. And people will pay that. It's just the way that it goes. And also, the way the minimum wage ups go, I think may be tricky for people because it's not like it goes from 7 to 13 or 12 or whatever in 1 year. It goes up slowly because it has to keep the economy stable, and so it just goes up by like $1 or so a year, and it goes up to whatever it needs to be, whatever the living wage is in that state. And saying that burgers are going to be $25, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Where I am in California, the minimum wage is like $10.50 or something. The burger meals are exactly the same price as they're eating, which is, $8.50 or, $6 to $8 you can get meals, burger meals, and their minimum wage is far less, as they showed, which was like $7.25. So you're talking about almost $4 less, but the prices are the same. Well, how is that? Now, not everybody is able to go and get higher education, and there will always be people who have to work those jobs. And we see from the data that it's not true that it's just people who are teenagers and stuff who occupy those jobs. The majority of those people are older people, and people have to occupy those jobs. Therefore, not everybody can be a manager. And opening up your own business, come on now, that's so stupid. Not everybody can open up their own business and be successful. And I've kind of seen this kind of condescension, in essence, really, from the Hodgetwins a few times, and it's really sad because, they started from extremely humble beginnings, and now they always, find a reason to shit on poor people and hardworking people, which is extremely disappointing. But, they forgot straws, so you don't want to give them a living wage? You're a fucking asshole if that's what you think. But here's what the Wetzel's Pretzels CEO actually said. Now, he's a Republican, and he founded this, this food chain called Wetzel's Pretzels. They sell pretzels and lemonade and shit, and I fuck with Wetzel's Pretzels, actually. They have some really good stuff. The CEO, Bill Phelps, he said, like most business people, I was concerned about it a couple years ago when California started raising the minimum wage. He says, I was shocked. I was stunned by the business. He says, the increases in minimum wage have been good for my business, and the data would support what I've said. And one of the owners of one of these places has said, my overall sales were something like 15% ahead of after the first minimum wage bump, and now they're about 12% ahead this year. It isn't because I'm such a great manager or smart guy, but the buying public has more money in their pocket. So again, what it does is basically people have more money to spend, so they go and they spend it and they buy stuff. And people are going to spend their money on things like food. And I know this because, prices, it's supposed to be the most expensive in California, and so I know what the prices are like, and people still buy shit all the time, and there's no worries about that. And again, I repeat, I damn near feel, and I do, morally obligated to pay whatever 50 cents or $1 it is on the burger to make sure that somebody can live off their 40-hour-a-week wage. That is remarkable, something very remarkable to think about. To think if you are, you don't want to do that. It's really crazy. But again, people like the Hodgetwins and other channels that do things like entertainment or, food eating videos or whatever, I recommend that they stay out of politics. Whether or not you're a liberal or conservative, I'm not being hypocritical here. I say whichever side you're on, don't do it, because you're going to be giving the others, one whatever portion of your audience a sour taste in their mouth whenever they're watching your videos. So just don't do it. And this is not to be condescending. Oh, they don't know shit. The whole stick to blank. No, I'm not saying that. I think politics is the dumb man's game. So that's fine. It's not that, do your research, have your beliefs, whatever. Just don't voice them on your food eating channel, because I'm trying to watch you make jokes and eat some good food. I'm not really there to hear about politics.